Hello, so I am a big fan of Gumroad, and I've used Gumroad for a number of years. What I find amazing about using Gumroad is that you can put all your products in one place, just leave it, you can set up a profile picture, there's affiliates there as well. It's a really good way of building up your email list, and I like to keep it sort of separate from my main website because the more products that you put on a website, the more sort of space you take up, the more expensive it becomes, all this type of stuff. I just prefer it. So I know some people have all their products on their website. That's absolutely fine. But as you can see here, I have got all my products, and I use Gumroad really for building. I don't know why these are not showing. I use Gumroad really for just building up my mail list. I don't really use it to sell products. Some products I sometimes sell. I make a little bit of money. Not much. I don't really worry about it too much. But it's there, and that's absolutely fine. So what you can do is when someone comes to Gumroad to download one of your products that you make it for free to build up your email list, they collect obviously that the details of that person, and you can actually use Gumroad for your own email. You can just message people on Gumroad, and that's absolutely fine. But obviously with something like Mautic, you can there's so many more things you can do, and automation is obviously the key. So as you can see, these are all the customers that I've had. I want them to go onto my Mautic account and to go into a funnel and automation and all that type of stuff. They're no good just sitting on here. So what I tend to do is drive people to my products on here. Then Zapier will connect my Gumroad account and automatically put that into my Mautic account. That will automatically put them into an email sequence. So it's all done. Really, all I need to do is to set up the sequence and what I want to happen there, and I need to drive people to free products and put free products on here, and that's it. So let's take a quick look at Zapier and the Zap that I set up that basically connected all this together. So when you go onto, let me just rename this. So I want Gumroad to Mautic. There we go. Okay. So when you go onto Zapier, I'm going to sort of assume that you know Zapier and that you've used it and that you've already got an account. If you haven't, then there's tons of videos on YouTube that tell you all about Zapier and where have you been living for the last however many years, because Zapier just makes life so much easier and it's so easy to use. Now, I've got a free account on Zapier. I really should pay at some point because there's so many things I want to do on Zapier, but I just haven't got around to doing it yet. So I don't know, it's really slow at the moment. So you see that all you need to do is obviously to go to create, and if you go to News App, it doesn't take half an hour to actually load. You can see that Gumroad is there, okay, and you can see that Mautic is there. Okay, so we know that we can connect these two things. If I show you the Zap that I did, and I'll just walk you very quickly through it. I'm not going to create the whole Zap again from scratch because it's a pain, but if you've used Zapier before, you sort of know the general process, and it really is so idiot-proof. That's the amazing thing. It just sort of does it right. Sometimes there's a few glitches, and I'll show you the glitch that I sort of found in my Mautic account. But if we click on this, and I'll just show you very quickly. Okay, so you've got, you start off by you connect. What you want to happen is you want Gumroad to talk to Mautic, not the opposite way around. So you just connect Gumroad. In fact, I'll just go to edit a second. So you just connect Gumroad there, and you want it to be a sale, okay? You choose your account, of course. You can choose one specific product. Now, where this is helpful is, let's say you've got a new product and you're doing a big drive to that product, and you want that to go to a very specific funnel in Mautic. Okay, so it's very specific to that product, which ultimately is best practice, I know, but we don't know that because there's only 24 hours in the clock. So you can pick one of these products, drive it to, and go to a particular funnel. Now mine is just generic. Anyone who has any product on my Gumroad account will go automatically just into a funnel. Okay, we test the trigger. Just going to assume that works, and then we come to your Mautic account. So you wanted to create a new contact, choose account, set up. Again, we've got all these options. Depends what your account's like. Then we have these tags, and this is where Mautic comes in. So we have a tag, so it's onboarding newsletter, and we tag those into Mautic. Okay, maybe we want them to remove a tag as well. That could be another option, and then we're done. So we'll just test it, make sure it works. Hopefully it works. So close this. Publish. Yeah, it's all published. We're all good. Okay, so when you try to connect Zapier with Mautic, if there's a problem, one of the common problems is simply to do with permissions in Mautic. I don't really understand at this level, but whatever. So you basically go up to your little gears icon here, click on that, and then we go to API credentials. Click on that. No, not that. Not that. Configuration, sorry. Go into configuration. You'll see why I made the mistake in a second. And then you go to API settings. Okay, and just make sure that these are yes. Okay, if you've got that, then you should be okay. So remember when you looked at Zapier and it had those tags? So of course, if an email comes in to Gumroad and Zapier throws it into your Mautic account, then Mautic needs to know what to do with it, and that's where tags are helpful. You can see here how I've used them. So here's my campaigns. You can see it's very messy. I really need to clean this up. But anyway, welcome to new signups. Of course, this is the main one from that point of view. Now, this is the process that new signups will go through. So just go to edit. I just want to show you the tags in here and how I've used them. There we go, click on launch campaign. So if we click on here, we can see tags onboarding, okay? So when a email address is thrown into Mautic from Zapier, somewhere in that all that text, I don't understand at that level, it'll have the tag onboarding, and Mautic will know, okay, this is what's going to happen to that new email address. So there you go. That's it. So that's a rough guide on how to set up Gumroad or whatever sort of third-party platform you may need through Zapier to Mautic.